When he goes in, throw down that MKOI ultimate, then make it a little bit more difficult for things like the Cassiopeia to try and follow through. So I like what MKOI are kind of counteracting G2's equation here, but there you are, Vetty, the Kled coming through.
I feel like between these two teams, including the Mad Lions organization, you can see that the head-to-head all-time in terms of series is somewhat one-sided.
Yes.
But so far this year...
Hold that thought. Level 2 all-in. This is the classic of the matchup. They're just going to fist fight for first blood for JoJo! Information. Oh no, Yo-Yo. Caps has to be careful, but there's Yo-Yo immediately flashing out. Stun is not going to connect. Nice backstep by JoJo. Caps now running him down. Ulti from Yo-Yo is a bit of a root, but they don't really have the damage to finish. Caps
flashing with the initial engage means that he's forced out of the fight as well. The bot lane of Koi, though, don't want to give this up completely uncontested. They know that TP from Ryze is back in the action, and Elyoya will arrive to mean that it'll be 2 Krubs to 1 in favor of G2.
I think G2 will just be happy with the fact that they're starting to push back MKOI, right? Flash on Elyoya down to reposition quickly.
Perhaps though, moving into the bot river, Skirmond is in the area as well. Looks like G2's not going to give this one up without a fight.
Super has access to the flash. Albro maybe starting to retreat, but the hook didn't quite connect on the wall. Elio throwing his ulti down, but at most he can hope for a 50-50. Cassio blocking the pass. Thank you for the leash, says G2, and now they want to keep the fight going. Knock from LeBron is there. He's going to be able to dash out just in the nick of the time. Elio, however, is not. The pullback on the feathers is perfect. Caps fighting the stun on JoJo, who couldn't click fast enough. Fast flash coming out from Caps and MKOI. Now retreating. Kled on the way. Rumwarp's not taking anybody out. G2, it's at the end of the day, not a lot of people die, but they get the objective. They walk away. They get the kill on Elyoya, and they're feeling.
Hansama on the bottom of your screen in a fantastic position as well, Brob.
Root is there. JoJo taking a lot of damage. The exhaust coming in just in time. The counter exhaust coming out. But the redemption, LeBron! Oh, the item just seems to match the moment perfectly as he's ticking this one off well, but Supa untouched for now. Hansama tries to back up, but he doesn't quite have the damage to finish with the feathers. Supa, one more auto, will not get it done. LeBron standing. Down goes Hansama.
With a 1.3k gold leads.
G2 now on the Herald as well. Icing on the cake after a pretty dominant fight. 2-4 the kill score. 1k gold lead in their favor. Elyoya trying to get something started on the bottom side. Broken Blade demounting, but with no one else there to do damage, he's taking his time. Stacking that Fury. Gromp body blocking a bit there as Mirwin maybe going to look for an angle, but he remounts, walks away. He's just unconcerned. Now it's JoJo who's in trouble. Cyclone coming down. LeBron looking for the chase forward, but Alvaro there to cover. Hook does connect onto Skewmon. Knock up now onto LeBron. He's going to try to back away as JoJo's laying down a bit of damage with the clone and a quick retreat.
He's on mid lane as well because I noticed Elyoya hovering around, threatening a dive onto Hansama, but Hans is going to respect it. Alvaro gets knocked up.
Supa. 3 autos. Stacking up the cultivation of Spirit. And now it might be Caps who's overstayed. Ulti only connecting on JoJo. He's trying to burst down one before he gets taken out, but no, it's just Caps isolated on the top
side. Set up this basically front to back in the manner that they want.
Caps off to the side. Ulti coming in from Broken Blade. Supa backstepping, immediately ulting to make sure he has the extended dash. The TP back in. Skewmon using the clone well, but it's Elyoya off to the side, focusing down Broken Blade. Full Q channel, lands onto Caps. Not too much damage. Mirwin now going to follow. Caps forced to flash out to safety. Excellent play coming in from Supa thus far. Autos connecting. LeBron going to look to peel. And Skewmon goes in. The turn back from G2. Caps still standing. The Cassio ready to take this fight over because Alvaro is done and dusted. Barely living for an extra moment, but the monkey gets the job done. JoJo Pune sprinting, running for his life. But G2 in the meantime in the mid lane are still making the fight work as JoJo Pune's got nowhere left to go. The auto hits the ward, not the blast cone, but Mirwin manages to take one pass.
Mirwin goes in for a skirmish with the carries of G2. Caps looked like that he was out of the fight right from the start, but somehow this Otacon is melting though, and Koi, the ulti from Elyoya comes out.
From Elyoya. LeBron isolated off to the side, but the Otacon is already gone. MKOI feel like they have to push for more. Supa already using the Transcend. But they don't get much. The ulti doesn't push them away. They're a bit too late to the play. Now they're trying to make something happen around Broken Blade, but the Otacon's already gone. G2 happy with this.
G2 played the map perfectly there. They set up BB in the mid lane, so then they can actually make a pressure point there that Mirwin has to contest. Otherwise, he leaves BB on that flank for the likes of his carries. So G2 end up in position.
Phase Rush going to keep him standing. A risky proposition. That bit of vision. G2 continuing the pressure, pushing onto this tier 2. Mirwin waiting off to the side, but Elyoya with no ulti means that G2 just aren't that concerned.
I mean, this has been a massive swing in the game state because while the goal doesn't look dramatically different, G2 have opened up that tower in the bot lane, making it easier for them to put pressure on the side lane. Securing all of those petals as well gives you a huge influx of stats. They're looking for a play on JoJo.
Fast play onto JoJo, immediate knockup. There's just nothing that he can do.
Skewmond and Labrov once again. The team up that G2 fans have been looking for all year is coming into full effect here in the finals.
Might as well just get out.
Super going to pick up a tower for himself. But of course, while skirmishing and Labrov have been setting up a lot of the plays for G2, right now it's all about Hans Sama, the key carry for the team. 2 items completed. I don't know if he's actually had an opportunity to base yet. I imagine he's sitting on a lot of gold.
Not
as
since
the
we saw the recall
started
canceled.
off. I don't think G2 feels confident enough to force this. Instead, they'll turn their attention towards the mid-tier 1.
That is the Realm Warp gone. G2 now setting up position.
Cleanse to make sure even if he got locked up, he could escape off the back of it. And now G2 looking to set up.
Looking to turn back onto Mirwin. Super for now in a decent position to do damage, but has to respect the potential for LeBron to just force the fight. Skewmon going in, immediately going to get exhausted. Mirwin going into zombie form. Hansama isolated with Super off to the side. They managed to zone him out of the fight. G2 with the quick 2 kills as they set their sights on Baron.
Just like that, G2 find the picks, and they'll get the Baron off the back of it. That might have just blown this game open for G2 entirely.
Hans Sama just goes God mode. He uses all of the resources that he's been given to full effect, and he melts through the front line. Mirwin doesn't stand a chance. The Baron now secured. G2 with full control over game 1.
Realm Warp out for Jojo, but is it going to take him far enough? As Skewmon is on the chase with the red buff. Labrov here as well. Klez coming in too. Jojo, no room to play. No defensive item to save him or keep him standing. G2 grab another pick and continue to extend that lead.
Phase rush not quick enough to escape the Kled, and now G2 on this top side. A confident game number 1.
Where for him to escape to. Beautiful pick from G2. They may have found another one.
Everyone has some backup coming though. Tier 2's expected to fall when you have this Baron this early, but G2's gold lead, again, we felt like they had a lead at 1K. They had more control over the game at 2K and an Otacon. Now they're at 9K. This lead feels nigh insurmountable, but there's the engage coming from Elyoya. Alvaro waiting off to the side, rooted, grounded, can't get anything going. Super trying to find those auto attacks, but again, cannot walk into that miasma. MKOI hold the line. They have the redemption, but they can't approach the double cannon minions. It's a slow siege from G2, but they will break open the base of MKOI.
The bot lane as well. The siege is continuing from Broken Blade. He has a wave that Mirwin is trying to stop, but now the rest of G2 have come to assist. Another tower is in their eyes.
Pull back from Broken Blade is good. D-Mount starts hitting the tower for a little bit of extra courage. Caps continuing to poke and prod. A reset now coming in from Broken Blade. Does not have access to the TP. Potentially an opportunity for MKOI to win. They are not the rookie passengers of a veteran lineup. They are the ones making these plays happen.
Absolutely, and Hans Sama doing exactly. Broken Blade going to catch that wave so it doesn't even connect to the bottom super minions that are making their way down. MKOI have alleviated some of the pressure mid, but that top tower is secured by G2.
That it is. Flashes, ultis up on the side of G2. They really haven't had to burn anything. Just taking their time walking into the base, keeping the pressure up. They want to play it tutorial style. Hook from Alvaro, not going to connect. Immediate flash out. Means he will stay standing, but there's redemption used by both sides. G2 still know that Supa, if left uncontested, can take over a fight, so they're giving MKOI that respect.
The early cleanse from Alvaro. Oh, hang on. Ulti going to be forced out from Mirwin. He's forced back. I mean, it feels like that MKOI have little that they can do. They're going to have to go for a Hail Mary play soon. The Maokai ultimate is up in a few seconds.
Herded back into the base. Flash forward from Joji P wants to get a bit more damage down, but Hansama is the one they need to worry about. Goes right back up into the sky. Will feel fine about that as they wrap around the Nexus to find the kills onto MKOI. Supa, though, the exhaust starting to fade away and still in a good position with the ulti, but his Cap's the other carry that he has to keep his eye on. It feels impossible for them to play this. They can't retreat to their base because Hansama is the bouncer to their own damn fountain in game 1. G2 took advantage, kept on pushing, and found first blood in the LEC Summer Finals.
It was slow until it really wasn't. G2.
These team fights, and KOI have set themselves up nicely. G2 wanted to round out with a bit of team fighting of their own, and the Civi is going to be the final lock-in. So we look at their damage portfolio, and I will say G2's damage overall relatively low. One of the advantages of doing this is sometimes AD carries can get a bit of an XP advantage because they find themselves solo early, as we see another nice trade coming out from Caps. Oh, now Elyoya.
Flash forward. 1, 2, waiting for 3, dash in 3, that's the wind becomes lightning. Caps now in trouble as Alvaro chases. Justice Punch not going to save him. They're donating the kill over to Jojo. First blood picked up once again. Great. Remember, he did already burn that TP. Skewmon, though, recognizes this as a window of opportunity to lock down that early Drake. And thus far in the series, Labrov and Alvaro matching each other in almost every play. Labrov is going to have to crash down out of first to move, but Hansama ready to match as well. So a lot of posturing around the red, but neither side wants to fully commit. skirmishing waiting over the wall. Can flag and drag. Alvaro looking to retreat. Flash in from LeBron. Ulti coming in from Caps. Well layered. LEC now caught in the midst of the fight, but they don't quite have the damage to finish it. Jojo standing off on the side, but here comes Hansama. Right in time to find these kills. LEC sprinting, running for dear life, but he is stunned, locked down, and sent packing.
Movistar KOI thought they had the support of Supa.
But I don't think they feel confident enough to secure it. Already, Jojo and LEC get back out onto the map. And we look back at this play, and I really want to draw your attention to Labrov as he finds a beautiful engage. He stacks up his passive, uses that initial punt to get Alvaro out of the fight, but he has his sights set on Jojo.
And essentially what MKOI are trying to do are play with Supa, having that ability to come over the wall. But Hansama drops the wave and comes across, and Labrov, as you called it, Benny, perfect engage and setup then for Caps and skirmishing. We're back to live, and boy, Grubs contested.
2v3 on the top side, Supa immediately in a ghost. Labrov in trouble, only level 5 likely to fall. Supa happy to have the extra gold. The Ultra Shock laser over the wall. Labrov retreating to Hansama, but Hansama cannot keep him standing. Good side steps, but the movement not clean enough to stop the kill from going over. 2 Grubs already down for MKOI, and they will lock down the third.
An ambitious contest from G2. As
what Jojo could do as we get later, but I feel like Labrov is not done yet. Play over the wall, knock back into the top. The follow-up is here, right on time. The shockwave, not enough. The exhaust back to the tower. Caps has the flash out to safety. Everyone forces him to respect the push that's coming out.
Overall, early game, great points. And right now, KOI's just trying to buy time. We know that they've got good scaling on their side. Labrov caught out in the river.
Playing with fire here. They are going to force the flash out. He held on to his ultimate, though, so this might be a little bit over-eager from the side of KOI. Apparently not. Supa. Gigantic chunk of damage there coming in from the passive.
Labrov has been playing so confident in the river, but MKOI finally called the bluff, and now Caps out of position.
Alvaro ready to go over the wall. Instant shockwave to kick the fight off. Caps desperately trying to retreat. Just as punching. He's now looking to retreat. Alvaro, they didn't anticipate the backstep from the punch. skirmishing goes over the wall with Alvaro and finds another one back. It might be a disaster, but looking to follow up. Hansama on the way in. Knock up there. Caps cannot find a quick escape, and it's another kill. Donated to Zeri. Hand delivered. Supa waiting over the wall. The Ultra Shock laser, but Hansama continues the chase onto LEC. It's an extended fight, but skirmishing once again looking to re-enter the fight. Hansama running. LEC gets another one, but skirmishing manages to fire back to Thunder Sky, keeping LEC healthy, but probably not healthy enough as skirmishing waiting for his cooldowns, ready to flag and drag in a little bit extra healing. The knock up there, holding on for so damn long, but he can't sidestep everything, and it's a fist to the face from LeBron.
35, and unsurprisingly, Broken Blade. Is he out of position?
Running.
I don't think
the tunnel still. It's hard to be out of position.
Tank Rek'Sai is...
Battle of the Brats, baby. Also, battle of this third Drake. MKOI with the better setup, but G2 with the mid lane prio, courtesy of that Herald. Jojo caught out, isolated in the Cataclysm, and here comes Caps trying to get the job done. Redemption for a bit extra healing, keeps Jojo standing for an extra second, and Supa off to the side. The immediate turn from G2. They recognize one target's almost down. They want to go to the next. Jojo lives for far too long. The sidestep turns to alive. He forces the flash out from skirmishing. The chase down on the Caps is coming through now. It's Mirwin versus the world. Hansama isolated. All out goes Mirwin. The taunt might be enough for the flash through. The Q, the portal, keeps them standing. Mirwin wants to get one more kill on the Broken Blade, but in the meantime, Alvaro must back off. G2 with the kill advantage thus far. Broken Blade in the midst of 2 wants to turn it back. Pull back coming in on the Q3. Broken Blade can't quite go back into the tunnel, or yes he can. Dash forward from LEC. Wants to finish the kill. Knockup comes through. A bit of extra healing, a grass proc, but LEC is going to get the job done. G2 on the way out. It's a to recall yet, likely the expense of the IE also delaying that second item completion. skirmishing caught out. Caps now starting to move his way down. Initial damage coming through to skirmishing is good, and they manage to take the jungler down. Shutdown is crucial for Jojo. TP. LEC also takes a damn long time to finish this objective. So we pan back and forth. Jojo trying to delete those tunnels, but G2 are still on this Otacon. MKOI aware, but it seems like they feel they have to get something else on the map instead. Redemption coming into the mid lane. Alvaro ready to make a play. Dragon now finally down. Mid lane tower down as well. Otacon will finally fall in the favor of G2, but MKOI happy to trade 2 towers for the Otacon. Overall, Otacon worth 2 to 3K gold in terms of stats, so not the worst trade, but definitely not ideal to give it up in the darkness.
Oh, TP flank coming in.
G2 looking to collapse in the side lane. Labrov kicking things off, but he didn't quite know Alvaro is in the area. Exhaust there. Broken Blade looking to fall, but Jojo already on the way out. LEC in the meantime fighting the 2v1. A lot of damage going down into Alvaro, but an instant combo to come through. Supa with an ulti to follow. skirmishing waiting over the wall, but the fight's already done. Broken Blade goes down, comes right back up. Wants nothing to do with this one, but it's Supa sliding and gliding over the wall, and a double kill for Jose Pune himself.
A beautiful 3-man shockwave comes through from Jojo as he turns the fight on its head. G2's lack of damage were as clear as day right there as their trap falls apart. KOI find 3 kills, and just like that, they have full control over game 2.
Man, I wish I could see the alt chat. I could see the TY good focus already there as Alvaro gives his life for the greater good. MKOI, incredible stuff as Miran will spot out Skewmont, but the pressure is already on the top half, and MKOI firmly control this game.
That they do. The retreat now on the top side. It looks like G2, they want to go for broke. If at first you don't succeed, try again. They're falling behind. They know they'll lose control over the objective, so they want to make another play happen. Supa isolated. Don't want to let him get to the wall, but LEC is there to cover, to try and protect. Skewmont now going to flash in. Interrupt tries to come through LEC, but that's the shutdown. That might be enough. Mirwan waiting off to the side. Wants to get on top of Hansama. Has a bit extra range, and it's Alvaro to handle her, but Caps is coming in with the knockup to keep his 80 carry standing. Hansama holding on for dear life, and it's G2 in the rinse and repeat in round 2 who find the fight advantage.
How the hell? Because again, I think if MKOI just step up in a 5v5, they should have a decent spot, but you can see here, they just don't have the control over the map. Alvaro just TP top. Broken Blade is going to come through. There's a numbers advantage on the bottom side for G2, and I don't know if MKOI can hold.
Supa's chunked. Broken Blade stunned. Supa walking off to the side, but tier 2 still in jeopardy. G2 happy to just take that. Wanted to threaten in case MKOI misstep, but
working very closely alongside him to make sure that he is safe. They're contesting this vision.
Ulti immediately trying to force more out from Supa. They get the flash, but LeBron is already raining on the wall, and down goes Supa! What?
G2 were baiting it for so long. They managed to find the pick, and MKOI, that's disaster.
We saw it in game 1, we see it again. G2 punishing MKOI when they try to reclaim vision. G2 now fully descending into the base. They might not even need to wait for the soul to spawn. Mirwan looking for the pushback. Interrupt coming in from Caps, trying to keep Skewmont standing. It'll at least be 1 inhibitor down. 1 minute till the Baron, and they've got that Drake. MKOI moving in. Blue trinket reveals it. Lebrov, a massive flank.
Oh, the ward just died.
Around the corner. The ward goes down. They finally see Lebrov. It might be too late, but G2 turn off the objective. They're not sure. It's a bit of a split decision. They turn right back onto the Baron. 1K getting lower. G2 have taken the objective. They've taken the Baron. They're second of the game, and MKOI now retreated. Lebrov trying to herd them down, find the angle for the multi-man knockup. Exhaust goes in on the Caps. Skewmont kicks the fight off. LEC standing. Supa off to the backside for now, untouched. Lebrov trying to find the angle, but Jojopyun cleverly slows him, stops the initial approach.
Lebrov alone is just putting so much pressure on KOI, they can't make a decision.
Mirwan unstoppable now. Q3 ready to go. Footwork keeping him steady as Hansama now opening up, doing a decent bit of damage. Jojopyun off to the side, isolating Lebrov. That's the ulti down. Exhaust on a Jojopyun as well. The double knockup. Do they have the damage to finish this? Orianna flash over the wall. Skewmont now looking to follow. Jojopyun ready with the sidestep. The flag, the dragon's not going to connect. In the meantime, the dragon is going down at soul point, but G2, if they find this kill, and they will, are in a good position in the bottom side.
Mirran kill Cap.
Yo-Yo waiting in the darkness, but G2 are as well. Supa has to be careful not to step too far forward. Skewmont and Lebrov also on the way in. Decent damage now onto Mirwan. TP coming through as well. Jojopyun about to come to the party. Lebrov, will he go over the wall as well? Yo-Yo trying to burn down Caps. TP response coming in from G2. Broken Blade on the way in. Alvaro's engage goes completely wide. And it's Hansama isolated with Jojopyun. The shockwave is not going to connect. It's Hansama! Solo taking out Jojo! Solo diving the backline! Winning the fight for G2!
G2 find the plays that they need in the side lanes, and they pick off MKOI to bring the game back from the brink.
Beautiful positioning from Hansama to clean up the fight, to do the damage, and to put G2 on match point.
And Hansama might just be him. G2 keeping the pressure up. Last lonely stand as he will fall as well. The GA buying him but a brief moment. It is match point in Madrid for G2 Esports.
Questions of confidence are quickly being answered.
Either Nico flash engaging or having this Garner come in for a, like as you said, over the wall to get a flank to try and set up onto what is a relatively long range G2 with the Caitlyn and the and no longer is the front line long range.
He's locked that in. To assist. No smite available for Elyoya though.
In. A little bit of damage back onto Skewmont. Sky Splitter a really long cooldown, but it's going to hit Alvaro at the very least. A little extra damage coming in from Lebrov. A few more autos. Absolute fist fight. We're 2:18 in. It's the 2v2 battle for this red buff. Elyoya buying a bit more time for his smite. Skewmont is available, but he's only level 1. If he misses this smite, it'll be a disaster. Super and Hansama on the way as well. Sky Splitter means Skewmont manages to grab the red buff, and that means Elyoya's probably just a dead man walking. First blood. Absolute disaster. 2 minutes in.
It's game 3. MKOI needed to win.
And there we are. Okay. There's kills. Everyone's dead. Jojopyun and Alvaro are dead. Caps is dead. 2 for 1. That's not good. Sumon's also taking a drink.
We're going to need a replay.
That's actually very bad.
Gonna need a replay on that one. Was not here we go.
Okay.
So, we know that Alvaro wanted to interrupt the base. But, I mean, this is so disrespectful in the face of Labrov. We know that he's going to have the root coming back up. There it is. Jojo in this situation says, okay, I've got to try and at the very least get 1 for 1. The stun comes through. Does end up trading 1 for 1, but the wave is now in an awkward spot.
It's a thing to watch, but I thought we were in the LEC Finals. Now Skirmon might be forced back. Nice knockback to the wall. Good follow-up CC there. Jojopyun going to try to finish the kill. Skirmon's just got nowhere to go. He's too damn squishy. Jojopyun grabs that one. G2 again, they got 2. They're walking away. They don't want to commit too much more.
I wasn't sure how much MKOI wanted to commit to that. Jojo looked like he was in
190 caliber net, though. Takes him out as well as the Ghost, and now he just continues to step up. Wall set down. Super going to get on the right side of it. It's Elyoya who now has to be careful. Level 7. Will his ulti come out? The flash, the sidestep flash coming out as well. The root now locked down. The trap to come through. Hansama grabs it.
And it's an easy poi. I think that they still have solid side lane threats thanks to both Jojo on the Azir and Mirwin on this Yorick.
And this is where the resets come through. Hansama, Yuntal is now completed, going to enter up to mid, but hold on.
Alvaro gets hit by the flick. Threaded volley continues to come out. Oh, the big one. The extra large rock to finish the kill. G2 again, not where you necessarily expect to see it, but again, a potential 300 extra gold for MKOI to help shift things back in their favor. Jojo still feeling confident in the 1v1, but a nice flick from Caps might change that. Skirmon on the way in as well. Ulti coming in, the ace in the hole, decent damage, and Caps is now on the chase. Redemption coming out as well, and down goes Jojopyun. And that's of Hope. Hey, you've been able to get some CS into Supa, but they're just getting further and further apart. The lead that Jojopyun had held onto for so long is now finally gone entirely. The Herald stacked in G2's favor. Soul Point 2 minutes away, it feels like, and MKOI running out of options as Jojopyun may find himself caught out. A nice dash back. The majority of the CC when MKOI are behind like this is so telegraphed.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very difficult for MKOI to try and stop it as Jojo going to get chased down now.
Jojo setting up the tower. Showstopper comes out. Jojopyun caught out. Flashback. It's a nice look at a little escape. Sidestep on the threaded volley. It's just not enough.
And G2. No, Mirren's TP'd away. MKOI want nothing to do with this. It's going to be the 3rd dragon gone to G2. And that'll be that.
That it will. Such a good LEC caster. You managed to sneak Kings in a way that didn't start with G2. Well done, well done, well done.
Thank you. I've been
we'll
studying the books.
the bonus. Get a Legacy and Dynasty in there. But it's a damn good point, right? Bounty available on the Otacon if they can steal it. Mirren walking down, but he has been spotted. Good vision from G2. Hansama trapping the pit, and MKOI trying to find a way to fight along the bottom lane. Caps now going in, kicking off the fight. Super waiting over the wall, but he doesn't have a good angle in. Skirmon relatively untouched. Jojopyun instantly retreating, as is Elyoya. All of MKOI in free fall. Reset on the Otacon, but not quite. It's still only 7K. MKOI don't have a way back in. It's likely just going to G2.
The zone control with the traps, the Talia wall, Labrov on the Karma with the cricket.
Yeah, I'm sure he gets.
Here we go, Elyoya.
Elyoya. Bit of a catch here onto Broken Blade. Have to be careful. A lot of grit stacked up. Ulti back from Broken Blade. Gets the grit down. Decent damage, but it looks like he is likely to fall. The Super Blast Cone! But Supa there to follow. A shutdown. Perhaps the start.
MKOI getting that gold into Supa's pockets, denying the soul away from G2, getting the bounty on the bot tower as well. Like, it's a good sequence of play to reduce that gold gap. It was a 6.5K gold difference. It's reduced to 4.2.
Now he's been spotted.
He doesn't have TP.
Does not have TP. This is looking like he's going to be done. Labrov shepherding him for Skirmon to finish the job. Hansama likely to be donated the kills. He does have the ace in the hole available. Jojopyun going in for a bit of tower damage. Push back onto Skirmon, but he knows it's done. Ace in the hole finishes it. Hansama on a killing. Weathering the siege will be a tall task. Jojopyun has to face check. 2K getting lower. G2 take the Baron. MKOI trying to sprint out as quickly as they can. Jojopyun, the ace in the hole. Elyoya is going to body block. Quick flash back from Jojo to stay standing as G2 just keep the pressure on.
They have the members to keep this wave from getting to the tower, or maybe not.
Weaver's Wall comes in from Caps. Keeps Hansama safe so he can start to auto this tower. So much damage going in as Elyoya flashes in. Ulti back coming in for Broken Blade, though, and it's Elyoya who's been caught out. Alvaro! 4 members, but the follow-up damage is just not there. He finally found the engage, but it's too damn late. MKOI getting run down in their base. G2, again, unrelenting, poised to take the series.
G2 still have a wave, and there's only 3 members of MKOI left to hold against the onslaught.
G2 pushing in, closing out Supa, not enough in the face of this lineup with a 10K gold lead. A perfect 3-0-2 finals. They fell flat, but in summer, it is resilience, it is redemption as G2 return to the top of the LEC.
A victorious G2, a disappointed MKOI. They've had an incredible year, but to fall at the final hurdle in front of their home crowd must be so frustrating for the players, and you could see it. But it was a tough final as G2 came to play, and they absolutely dominated on the Rift.
MKOI on the day couldn't take them down, but MKOI over the course of summer have been incredible opponents, but it's G2 who find themselves back at the top, back in front of the trophy and at the top of the mountain.
And the trophy ceremony presented by Kia, well earned by G2, no question of who was the better team on the day. In 2025 for LEC has all about who shows up when it matters most. Today, that was G2 Esports.
It is G2 once again who stand at the top here in Madrid. Madrid, please, one more time for G2 and Kaza!
Thank you, thank you.
Kaza, you get to lift this trophy, you get to have your name on this trophy once again, but this year, final was never the issue. Winning final was the problem. What has been the main difference maker this time?
Yeah, I mean, I think we definitely stepped up big time in summer, and I think we learned so much both from MSI but also from our losses in spring and winter. And going into this final, we really wanted to bring it home. And a big thank you for everyone who was supporting us in the crowd as well. It feels awesome to play on such a big stage, and I'm glad we got the win.
Lo que preguntaba, que el problema siempre fue ganar las finales, no llegar a ellas, que qué ha cambiado en el día de hoy. Y Kaza comentaba que han aprendido muchísimo de sus errores, tanto en invierno como en primavera, que definitivamente quería llevarla a casa, y da las gracias a toda la gente animando a G2 en la grada que ha estado apoyándoles. Kaza, I'm going to ask you, because you stepped into this crowd who was not cheering mainly for you two, and even in those conditions, nobody there not to cheer for you and celebrate you stepping into this arena. What do you have to say to all those who thought that the G2 era was over?
I mean, I guess we proved them wrong, right? So I'm happy about that. Definitely a lot of KOI fans. We were even at a LED cafe yesterday, made a lot of KOI fans there as well. But even with being KOI fans, they were still wishing us the best of luck. So I really appreciate it, and I think we wanted to show some big things at Wells.
Le he preguntado a Kaza porque ha entrado a este estadio que evidentemente la mayoría no estaba animando a G2, pero que nadie ha osado no celebrar la entrada de Kaza en esta arena, que qué tiene que decir a todos aquellos que pensaban que la era de G2 había terminado, y dice que agradece muchísimo porque los fans de KOI incluso les deseaban siempre lo mejor, que está muy feliz de haber sido recibido de esta forma y que ha sido a gusto.
You said it just now, coming back from MSI, coming back from those international events, you understood a lot about yourself and about what you guys were missing as a team. What do you think you were missing to get this success that you got today?
I think we were playing like very passive, to be honest. I think we were not playing as aggressive as we could be, and I think this summer we've just been trying to become more and more aggressive. Really happy about the third game especially. We drafted very aggressively, and we managed to pull it off as well. So big step up from the last two splits, and yeah, we still have a long way to go, but we will do everything we can to improve.
Caps que comenta que quizás en el estilo de juego habían estado siendo demasiado complacientes, no jugando todo al agresivo que deberían jugar, que ha sido un gran cambio en diferencia, ¿no?, a los anteriores splits, y que es lo que les ha hecho, ¿no?, volver a ser el equipo que debían ser desde el principio.
I don't know if you realize, but you won 10 titles since the last time you were in Madrid. 11, if we count the one from today. So few players get the chance, get the honor to lift this trophy, but raise it so many times the way you did is unmatched before, especially in Europe. What is your secret, Kaz?
Thank you. I mean, I think obviously love the game. I think I've always been around a lot of very strong teammates as well. I think we always find strategies to really succeed at the top level. And yeah, I think Benanovia and these the stadiums, and especially in Madrid, I've had a lot of very good memories. I will always remember taking down 2-1. So thank you guys so much for the support, and we will show up better and better.
Le preguntaba a Lord que desde la última vez que pisó Madrid ha levantado 10 títulos, que cuál es su secreto, que has mencionado lo mucho que ama el juego, lo mucho que ama Madrid, y que al final todas esas condiciones le ayudan a estar donde está.
Madrid, once again, thank you so much. Congratulations, guys. You're going to stay with us for now. We're going to celebrate with the whole team, but for now, let's send it over to Shox, who's standing by with Hansama.
Thank you guys.
Thank you very much. I'm here standing on the sidelines with Hansama and with Fernando to assist in the translation. Yeah. Félicitations, congratulations, Hansama. What possessed you today? Because honestly, you were playing so aggressively, so forward. You were really leading from the front. Tell me about your motivation today to win this title.
Thank you. I think, yeah, maybe more game 1, game 2, I was aggressive. I think, yeah, I just had to focus to make sure that like I'm really proactive, having fun, and yeah, being confident that we can beat them up today. And yeah, I think the whole team had a really good vibe going to today, so I'm really happy about what we showcased today.
Preguntaba Sox a Hansama que cuál era su motivación para esta partida, porque ha jugado de manera muy agresiva, y ha dicho Hans que ha tenido que ser muy proactivo en todo momento, que también ha intentado pasárselo bien, intentar seguir todos los esfuerzos del equipo, que ha jugado a un nivel increíble. Congratulations, Hans, on the victory. Of course, I wanted to ask you if you honestly expected it to be this easy.
I think, well, I expected it to be like going to game 5, to be honest, because yeah, I think the MKOI is a really good team. Like the team fights they do is usually good. The game 2 was very close, but I think it wouldn't be. I don't think it's like luck, but they aced us, and then we like tried to play very aggressive, knowing that they might be overextended, and luckily they stayed on the map, and we ended up coming back in the game. But yeah, I think 3-0, I didn't expect that, but MKOI is such a strong opponent. I think my team stepped up a lot today, so there's that.
Preguntaba Hansama si honestamente esperaba que fuese tan sencilla, porque creo que nadie tiene en las papeletas un 3-0 y él tampoco. De hecho, dice que su pronóstico era un 3-2, porque Movistar es un equipo muy potente, un equipo que teamfightea muy bien, y que de hecho la segunda partida les ha puesto en muchos apuros, sobre todo con esa jugada que han ganado la fight, pero por suerte se han sobreextendido y han podido darle la vuelta y mantenerse agresivos durante todo momento.